Folks, it's been a while since I played Kingdom of Loathing. I've mentioned this game quite a while, and it's a game that I used to play an awful lot with my old Daria fandom chatmates. In fact, I'm still part of their guild. The place has just been deserted for probably a decade. Nobody is really coming to the clan stash. I should not use that word, especially considering recent events. Clan. Guild stash. There we go. So, from what you're probably seeing, yes, it is a RPG played in a browser, and it comprises entirely of stick figures. Now, I'm not sure if it's some kind of if it's intentional art style or if the programmer just didn't know how to draw, but it seems to work okay for the game, and I guess that's all that really matters. You got your campsite. You can rest in your. Actually, you start with a rest in the field, and you get a sleeping bag, and then you get a tent, and then eventually you get to build your own house. And then you can build a couple of things, like a kitchen. If you want to cook things, you can cook things, which is nice. And it's also necessary, because if you look on the left side of the screen, there's a 200 right next to an hourglass. That's how many turns that you have. You're only allowed to do up to 200 things per day. You can extend it a slight bit, but only it's only due to how much you can stuff yourself with, and that comes back to it comes back to the stove and the cocktail crafting kit. You can mix drinks. You can only eat so many things before you're too stuffed to eat anything. But every time you eat something, you get a couple of extra turns. Same thing with booze. And there's only that's the only liquid you can drink is booze. You can't drink water. You can't drink Coke. In fact, Coke is Coke and Pepsi are frowned upon. In fact, it was even the subject of a war. Not joking. So it's only booze. And you can only drink so much booze before you become falling over drunk. At which point you can't do jack shit. We also have familiars. You can have your own little pet. We have all these different pets that I've gathered over the years. I named them all myself. Bloat, the 1-pound killer bee. Jack, the 1-pound starfish. Phil, the 1-pound baby gravy fairy. 1 pound. You gain pounds by gaining experience. Tootsie, the snowy owl. Vlasic, the ghost pickle on a stick. Necrophiliac, the ghoul whelp. Assisted serving, the blood-faced volleyball. Goofy bastard, the howling balloon monkey. Yes, that is supposed to be a balloon monkey. By the way, for those that are on the Discord, I'm currently over I'm currently over on my server in case you want to join. You don't have to, but yeah, it helps to know, I guess. I only go over here because there's certain people on this server that's not on the Red Fox server. Also, hey Simey, what's up? Let's see, we have Boom, the Magitech Tech Micro Mechamech. Definitely a tongue twister, and it's definitely meant to make fun of the Final Fantasy VI mech names. Toronto, the Whirling Maple Leaf. Once again, these are pets that you take with you to attack your enemies. La Cuca Cha-Cha, the Hovering Sombrero. Wark, the Chocobo. That's very important. It's not a chocobo, it's a cocobo. And I think you make it from a cocoa egg. Bobo the teddy bear. I think that's the first familiar that you get in the game. Sandler the angry goat. Fuzzbomb the Gru. Captain Hooknoseberg, the spooky pirate skeleton. Golden Nuggets, the fuzzy dice. Yes, there's fuzzy dice pets. Pokey, the 1 pound stab bat. This is the first pet that I actually bought on the market. The scary death orb, which I named Boob of Death. Potato Moto, the levitating potato. Limey Bastard, the saber-toothed lime. Bitey, the 1 pound mosquito. Mr. Accessorock, which is a pet rock. This one I actually spent money to acquire. The Ninja Pirate Zombie Robot. And for a time, they were very, very rare. Because whenever there's a server crash, Jick, the lead programmer, he would put in special events to account for the server crash. And thus everybody gets in on it, which then results in a limited amount of items getting placed into the world. You could choose to use these items, or you can sell them on the market. And once the event's over, you can't get those items anymore. That's it. They don't start the event again for any reason. So the zombie pineal gland that's required to make the Pirate Ninja zombie robot, it's now super rare. That's probably impossible to get now without spending money. Spending real world money. Serious real world money. But that's not my current familiar. No. My current familiar is a disembodied hand, which you can then put any of your one-handed weapons into and have that hand operate. Andy the hand is now carrying a toy ray gun that shoots. So yeah, a hand with a hand gun. Yeah, I know. It's lame. So the whole objective of the Kingdom of Loathing is that you're just simply out there to take on and defeat the naughty sorceress and rescue the king. Not really a whole lot of mystery to it. It's just simply she's naughty and you must go fight her. But it's hell getting there because there's so many different places to go to, so many different items you have to acquire in order to take on the naughty sorceress, and they're scattered all over the place. You know what? Let's go ahead and head over to the market square. I'm now curious. The flea market is the exchange, is the market. I believe it would be under miscellaneous. Agua de Vida, black striped oyster egg, bottle of Monsieur bubble, yellow paisley oyster egg. Milk of magnesium, industrial strength starch, handful of hand chalk. By the way, you may notice where it says 500 meat, 100 meat. Meat, while it's very tasty, is the form of currency in this game. You can actually get fat stacks of cash, but it's worthless because cash is not the form of currency. Abominable blubber. What? But yeah, there's so many more items you can buy, especially familiars. Blood-faced volleyball, barnacle, grinning turtle, grouper fangirl, imitation crabzoa, makeshift crane, midget clownfish, potato sprout, pregnant mushroom, shuddering cow skull, sleeping were turtle, smiling rat, software bug, star spawn, syncopated turtle, teddy bear, teddy borg, tootsome rock, unwound clockwork grapefruit, Woim. The hell's a Woim? This is either an earthworm covered in oil or an amalgam of oil in the shape of an earthworm. Either way, I totally dare you to eat it. Hatches into oily Woim. Yeah, all the items have funny descriptions. Squirming egg sac. This is a tightly woven bag made of spider silk and filled, one assumes, with countless spiders' eggs. Hatches into data spider. Oh dear. Software bug. Fortunately, you managed to get this guy out of the code base and quarantined in simulation before it could do any real damage. Yeah, I should probably check the clan coffer real quick. It appeared Saturday, August 13. Of what date, Jick? It appears your clan leader is MIA. Leadership has been transferred to Hobo Corps. Okay, is there anything here I can actually remove? To mix certain types of drinks, you actually need the little paper umbrellas. Orcish cargo shorts, oversized pizza cutter. I've already got one of those. Salamander spleen. There's nothing there that I want. Someday I'm going to end up cleaning out that clan stash, because it's not like anybody's coming back. But yeah, that's the Kingdom of Loathing, and I bring this up because recently Jick, the creator of Kingdom of Loathing, decided I'm going to make a game and put it on Steam. So, ladies and gentlemen, while I do intend on playing Dragon Quest 2 eventually, this is something I cannot pass up. This is called West of Loathing. And I'm curious as to what it's about. Quality, good, bad, and ugly? What? Oh dear. Automatically spend XP, tips to create a well-rounded character. Combat grid, combatant positioning, nerd mode, displays a log describing what happens in combat, provides a few other pieces of metagame information in various places. Best font mode, changes the typeface of the game to Arial. Please don't do this. Save inventory options, remembers your inventory filtering and sorting options instead of defaulting to everything in new. Colorblind mode, you never know. I has curiosity, but I can't seem to click on them now. Also, hey Theozar, what's up? So, Thea, whenever you get a chance, let Ben and Skittles know that, yeah, there's a Steam game of Kingdom of Loathing, although it's called West of Loathing. I'm sure they'll want to load up the old game and see what all I raided from their clan stash. Anyway, what is going on here? Wanted for protagonizing. Well, I know this Simmons reward 622 meat. Oh, this is my character, okay. At least I think. Okay. Okay, Reese Canes. Okay. Raising your rewards just for fun. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. So initially, in Kingdom of Loathing, you had the option of, let's see, Seal Clubber, which was the fighter class, Turtle Tamer, which is a defensive class. And then there's the two roguish classes. There was the Disco Bandit and the Accordion Thief. Then there was the two magic classes. The one which I had, which I think was an intermediate class. Mine was the Pastamancer. And there was also a Sorcerer. Yes. A sorcerer who conjures sauce. Okay. Cowpuncher, Beanslinger, Snake Oiler. You know what? I'm going to keep the theme of my Kingdom of Loathing character. I'll be a Beanslinger. I'm guessing it's a magic class. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the Beanslinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. So yeah, I'll be a Beanslinger. You know what? I'll leave the phonograph on. You pull the needle from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Oh, okay. Goodbye, desk. Comb hair. You comb your hair one last time. You read the spine of one of your books, The Hero of the Forbidden Grove. Rufus liked this one as much as I did. Read another title. Red Brown, The Incident at the Haunted Cellar. That was one of my favorites. Mary Drew in the Ancient Prison. Dad gave me this one when I was a kid. Trouble in Rattlesnake Canyon. I remember that one. The Adventure in Grizzly City. I read that one 10 times. Oh, hey, this one might come in handy. Walking Stupid.
What? What?
Walking Stupid? What?
I just came in here and you mentioned something called Walking Stupid.
Look at the stream.
Oh, you're streaming?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, this is a spin-off of one of my old RPGs called The Kingdom of Loathing.
Wait.
And
I never heard of Kingdom of Loathing, so you have to fill me in.
Kingdom of Loathing is a browser-based RPG which revolves entirely around drinking, stuffing your face, and there's a little bit of fighting monsters here and there, but that's not important. The important thing is that you're on a quest to save the kingdom from a naughty sorceress and rescue the king that she has kidnapped.
Okay, but explain to me then, how do you level up if the fighting monsters aren't really that important?
Ah, that's a good question, and I believe I can answer that. Eating certain foods gives you experience. And you eat certain foods by cooking certain foods. And you cook certain foods by getting certain ingredients for foods. Unfortunately, getting the ingredients can mostly be gotten by killing monsters. It's kind of a means to an end.
Okay,
You also can mix drinks and make yourself falling down drunk.
alright, and what is this?
This is a Wild West version, apparently. I'm just now trying it for the first time. And the Walking Stupid, I managed to get that item from reading a bunch of books. You read the spine of one of your books, The Journey to the Ancient Basement. Mom gave me this one a few years ago. The Occurrence at Butcher's Citadel. I remember that one. The Adventure at the Spooky Mine. Leon Drew and the Ancient Grove. Dan Hardy in the Dark Lighthouse. Gene Brown in The Secret of the Ancient Cellar. Maud Swift in The Trouble of Monsters at Monster City. Paco Danger in the Dark Hospital. The Occurrence at Zombie Jungle. Ethel Brown in The Secret of Zombie Cave.
Okay, we don't need every title of every book this person owns.
Are you sure? Because I haven't seen all these yet. I have a feeling, though, it might be a random generator.
That might mean you might already seen all the components and we can skedaddle.
Maybe. Okay, what else do we have here? Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. This weird poster appeared here one night with A, S, D, and W. What could that possibly mean?
That means these people want you to use the WASD style of moving around instead of the arrows.
Yes. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Carl! I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Goodbye, Russell. Be good.
Aww.
Aww.
That bird's gonna die. If at the end you don't come back.
So, the Walking Stupid book. This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking, and unlocks Walking Stupid as an option.
Do you want to be bad at walking?
You read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly.
Let's just leave it until we find out if we get better options.
You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up.
Wait, it says 001 stomach, 01 liver, 01 spleen. That doesn't sound like something's gonna be very gruesome. Now the option of being dumb.
Colorblind mode. I'm curious how colorblind mode's gonna work. Alright, stupid walking.
You're walking on your hands! I thought, okay, now you're walking like you're a pinwheel.
What a mess. Stack firewood. Yay, I gained an XP. Nothing on the hat rack today. This hearth really puts the hearth in home. You're gonna miss
Hearth?
Mom.
Isn't it pronounced hearth?
I don't know. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. I already miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe.
Wait.
You'll miss meals with the family.
And we'll probably...
Your little brother's room. You pick
And
up
we'll
one
probably...
of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Tractylus Logical Philosophicus. What a weird kid.
That sounds like somebody's wants logical philosophy, but it sounds like somebody just... It sounds like somebody's nonsense and poorly just... in words they are poorly supposed to look like Latin.
You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it.
That's this book, Sir Isaac Newton?
Do you see the title?
Yes.
I think this
It
is
sounds like something Sir Isaac Newton written. Looks like something Sir Isaac Newton written.
None of it makes a lick of sense to me.
I never heard of this one, so I have no idea.
It's your kid brother's toy box. Look inside. Ooh, a puzzle cube.
So we found a Rubik's Cube.
This is one of your kid brother's weird puzzles. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had most of the way solved, but you figure out the last couple moves. Yay! I gain an XP. You've already solved it, and if you mess it up again, it'll be messed up forever. Oh yeah.
That means you're pretty stupid. If you're gonna say that if you fuck with it, it's permanently fucked.
Well, there's a lot of characters in the Kingdom of Loathing that are pretty stupid. Just saying. But they are stupid by design. It's covered with all of his weird diagrams and charts. Okay. Your family's farm. Oh, the family's all there. Very nice. No time to screw around in the woods. Time to head west. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... Crimbo is a... this was also in the Kingdom game as well. It's the Christmas event, which kind of mixes both Christmas and Halloween. I know, it's kind of weird.
Jimbo sounds more like somebody tried to give someone the name Jimbo, but fucked up.
So, which book do you think would be important for me to have? Because apparently I have a choice. Picking locks, desert survival, and bartering.
I have no idea because I don't know what to expect.
Well, seeing as how I'm going west, I'll probably need to survive out in the desert.
Sure, go with Desert Survival if you think that's the most useful.
Desert eating and drinking. book contains everything you need to know about the harsh, unforgiving desert into your own personal buffet. And the best part is, the buffet also has an open bar. Gives you the foraging skill. Please be careful.
Okay, so you get the power of being able to not die out. Gives you the power to actually grab things. Okay, that seems useful.
You'll read the book and learn all sorts of tricks for squeezing extra stuff out of cactuses and whatnot. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you've accidentally squeezed the book into book juice, which turns out isn't the real thing. Aww.
Oh, used items get crushed in all sorts of bizarre ways. Okay.
Fun little fact of Kingdom of Loathing. You have three components to your inventory. For your hat, for your pants, and for your weapon. And then when you beat the game and go through it again, you have a chance to acquire a new skill, Torso Awareness, which allows you to put on a shirt.
What?
Yes. You're not aware of your own torso at first. Alright, let's see what Dad has to say. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's favorite can of beans.
Wait, your
beans.
grandmother's favorite can of beans? Are you sure the beans are not rotten?
You'd think a can with an unlimited number of beans in it would be really exciting, but these beans are pretty terrible. It's a pretty cool thing to carry around, though. This item goes in your offhand. +1 spell damage, +1 muscle, +1 moxie. Oh dear. It's a haystack. Dig through it. Hey, a needle. A needle. It's not for sewing, it's for picking locks. Alright, what does my little brother have to say? Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Say goodbye. Time for me to head west. I still don't understand.
Oh, you solved the puzzle. And you didn't get any. You solved his puzzle and he doesn't give you anything.
He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help people, to seek my fortune, to get off the stupid farm?
I don't want to be that rude.
I'll try the noble route to help
seek
people.
my fortune.
You think I should seek my fortune?
I've been saying the stereotypical answer in westerns is to seek my fortune.
I'll go with that one. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm going to make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. And that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. Aw.
Your brother doesn't really have much hope for you.
No. No, he does not. Now, I need to check my character first before I move on.
Not much to check.
Not really much. Miscellaneous skills: Hellbender, Outfoxing, Foraging, Muscle, Mysticality, Moxie, Grit, Gumption, Glamour.
Isn't Moxie and Grit basically the same thing?
I have no idea. I know that Moxie is the loathing equivalent of dexterity and agility, and mysticality is your mental fortitude.
I guess that means Grit must be like no wait, Glamour must be the equivalent of charisma. I have no idea what Grit and Gumption represent.
Go west, young man. Yes. Hitching a ride across the Great Plains.
There is no cinematography levels, Victor. Dude, I don't think do they have voice acting? Okay, stop that.
200 miles later.
Stop writing this like you're making a movie. This is a video game, you idiots.
Well, the bad news is that you fell off that cart and got knocked out for a couple hours. And now you got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. Good news. The good news is that you're in a town rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though.
That's 100% better. Out in the West, it's better to be in a town than somewhere where you can die with nothing.
Hey, buddy, where's your bar? Hey, watching, buddy.
Take the turnip!
I did.
I'm sorry, my thing's still behind.
BS horsery. Sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking."
Go to the bar and see what happens.
As you walk into the saloon, the
look.
crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. It ain't proper. He points to take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Okay, check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. Grab it. Barely enchanted hat. Don't be fooled by all the stars. This ain't got much magic in it. Oh.
Well, not really enchanted. Okay. And what? Then the asshole who named it needs to be slapped in the face.
You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks, sir. Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, feller. Yeah. You heading west? Because if you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Alright, keep it in mind. Wow. They weren't kidding about him being twitchy. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know, without even looking in it, that is absolutely disgusting. Ignore it, look in it. I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit. Gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer. You're now on your hands and knees, peering into a filled crust spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough in the mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never mind. Never surrender.
Never surrender, because I want the shiny object now.
You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations? You got an item. Nasty ring. Hooray?
Hooray?
So we win?
Well, it's in my accessory slot, so it must be, it must be useful. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. +1 muscle, mysticality, and moxie. And here's the explanations for each. Muscle determines how much damage your melee attacks do and how much damage you take when you get hit by melee attacks. Mysticality determines how much damage your magical attacks do and how much damage you take when enemies use magical attacks against you. Moxie determines how much damage your pistol attacks do and how much damage you take when you get shot by enemies.
Well, basically, each one's a different way. It's basically giving you defense and strength for each way you kind of way you can attack. I hope you like the nasty stuff that was on that ring.
These guys are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating really hard. Good luck, guys. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep, name's Reese. What brings you to our little backwater? All the usual. Came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you get my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. Alright, ask about the railroad. The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. And they're hiring? Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Ask about Dirtwater. Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damn cows. Lots of opportunity there.
You got them cows burning shit down? Them cows are our problem, ain't they?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I got me that same cow problem, too. We usually just turn them into hamburger. I'm going to go an old beef steak out of them.
Mm-hmm. He pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Yep, if I were a younger man, I'd probably head that way myself. Ask about errands. Yeah, this forsaken burg's always falling apart in one way or another. Hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off. He got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. You get an item, weak fungicide. The liquid
Reese,
in this
what
can.
God's name are you playing?
It's called
West of Loathing.
Yes, it's based on a.
Wow, Reese, you sound so much like a woman.
When
I
did you
do?
lose your balls?
Probably when I sat down. Hey, how's it going, Shendu?
Not much. No, what fucking game are you playing?
It's a game called West of Loathing. It's based on the Kingdom of Loathing, which is a browser-based RPG about cooking, drinking, and killing monsters with pasta spoons. Or at least it's how my character went.
I don't know what the fuck said to that. That is interesting. See, I was just gonna get on and say hi and then play some like StarCraft 2 co-op or maybe Heroes of the Storm because I don't feel like streaming tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. And you're like, I kill things with pasta spoons. And you're talking about cows burning things, not cows and burning things, but no, cows actually doing it, and then goblins somehow ended up in the conversation.
Well, here's the thing. In the browser game, I played the role of a pasta-mancer, which is a pasta-based magician.
Dear Lord.
And I conjure noodles to attack my enemies, and I start off with a pasta spoon. Yeah.
I'm sorry, there is no world where you could say I am a pasta master and not make me just want to eat you.
Pasta-mancer, as in a necromancer.
I am the pasta mancer! So, like, fucking conjure me up some fucking spaghetti then, asshole. Let's go, I'm hungry.
It'll probably cost me 30 magic points, but sure, let's go. Yeah.
How do you send it? But do you know where Shendu lives to send it to him?
It'll probably take a while to get there, but I'm sure it'll make its way there. Okay, weak fungicide.
In the fridge. I had something earlier this week for dinner.
The liquid in this can is actually very powerful, but it's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. It's used in combat, effective against goblins. Alrighty. So yeah, the game is...
So wait, he gave you fucking weed killer to use against a goblin.
Yes.
Last I checked, goblins are goblinoids, not fungus.
They're not exactly very bright. And neither is my
So
character,
what, you're gonna use the
apparently.
power of fucking suggestion? You are a plant. This harms you. And he'll be like, eh!
Fungus
be
is not
You just
exactly
convince
a
him that he dies and he just... Reality makes it so?
To be honest, my character isn't exactly very bright either. I did read a book about how to walk stupidly, and well, now I can walk stupidly.
You had to learn that, did you?
Yes.
Seriously.
I wish I was joking, Shendu. If you think I'm talking shit, feel free to look at the stream.
I'm sure I'll take a look at it later. I'm in the middle of something.
Look like you're dancing like Michael J. Frog.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Cutting into a cutscene. Howdy, I'm Reese. Howdy, Reese, I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm a town hostler. I don't know what that is.
He's the what?
I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, these horses
That'd
are
make
just
him an
flying out the
equestrian.
door. I wish it would give me a quest. So business is booming. Nice.
It's a question. Goddamn, Reese.
He already had a quest to go kill the goblin in the basement.
Sorry.
You have no idea what an equestrian is, do you?
Equestrian is a
I
horse.
misheard you.
My apologies. I just didn't hear all that well, and too many people's talking at once. It's kind of making it hard to understand.
I misheard you. I thought you said quest, not equestrian.
Oh my god, you two. That's so fucking amazing.
I know.
Every day is an adventure.
It's one of those evenings. I apologize.
Every day is an adventure.
Whether it's a good one or a stupid one, it's at least an adventure.
It's something. Oh, it's something. That's for damn sure.
Oh, those horses are just flying out the door. So business is booming. Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh, is that why you're here drinking?
Sprout wings? Are they Pegasi now?
Good question.
No, I think he's too stupid to realize lock the door.
Probably. Like I said, these characters are not exactly very bright. Is that why you're drinking here instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay.
Oh, thank God. It has 4 legs. I was hoping to get the 3-legged horse, but the 4 one is okay.
Why would you want one with 3 legs?
I was being facetious.
Also, one of the first things I did in this saloon was actually walk to the spittoon and reach my hand into it.
Why would you do that? You know what they you know what they do with that, right?
Yes.
Well, you got a ring out of it.
I saw something. My character saw something shiny, and I had the option to reach into it.
You find something shiny in the spittoon or the spit can, and you're like, I'm a fucking stick my hand in there. That totally can't be bad. What the fuck's wrong with you, Reese?
This world is full of.
This is why you wouldn't be able to survive in the South, because you do stupid shit like that.
Well, it did give me the option to back away. The 2 options were never mind or never surrender.
Never surrender.
But I did
Come too far to back down.
But
No half measures.
I did get a nasty ring that gives me 1 plus muscle, 1 plus mysticality, 1 plus moxie. Yes, there's magic involved. In a western, no less.
I mean, I'm watching a space western right now. So, I mean, it's not too entirely far out of the realm of possibility.
Okay, so I'm in the basement. I see a goblin pilfering through garbage, and he's wearing a button vest. Very, very classy for a goblin.
Are you really gonna kill the really classy looking goblin? Like a dick?
Maybe, maybe not. Let me examine the room first. A crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails you. Grab all. I guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is, can you reach the top of the bar? You get an item, Nurse brand whiskey.
Can you reach the bar? Okay, you're good.
Yes.
This whiskey is
the
too cheap for you
requirement's
to...
more of a height thing than an age thing.
This whiskey is too cheap for you to even consider drinking. And given your legendarily low standards, that's really saying something.
Ouch!
A pile of
kind
old...
of an ouch.
Pile of old newspapers, okay. You got an item, Boring Springs Gazette, April 20, 1895. Alright. Is there any significance to this item, or... Copy of Boring Springs from about 6 weeks ago. Alright. Alright, I don't think there's anything left to examine, so... There's no save option, so I guess... Go big or go home! Whee!
Go big or go home, boy!
Attack... the goblin shouts, Bree Yark. Attack the goblin. Alright. Let's do this!
Do it. Do it. Do it. Give it your feelings, Reese.
Item, weak fungicide. Wow, that killed him quickly.
Do it. Do it.
Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Yeehaw! Skill up Mysticality level 2.
Excellent.
Yay!
You are worthy.
Worthy of what? I have no idea.
Worthy of me continuing to make fun of you. I don't know.
Howdy, good to see you again, Reese. You tip your hat to the bartender. I took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly. I knew you was a stand-up feller the moment you walked in here. He reaches into the bar and grabs a bag of meat. Here you go. It's the least I could do by way of thanks. You gained 200 meat.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, fun little fact. Meat is the currency in this little world.
How many animals do they kill on average today? Can use meat as currency.
Well, I mean, they got cows that set things on fire. They probably kill them a lot. Just saying.
So who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, a real tough broad. I even recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family.
She's a scary lady.
Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch.
Them damn cows murdered Grandpappy. I'll kill them all.
The woman
And turn
glares
them
at you.
into...
Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy who's gonna be cowboy who's gonna be searching the spittoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye then.
When they greet you like that, it's like, okay, bye. It's like, yes, ma'am. I'll just be walking this way. Bye.
These guys are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Can I play?
Wow.
They look at you nervously. Look, I have some meat. Let's play. You put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s, plus a 2, a 3, and a king.
Sounds like a great hand. You should totally play it.
Bet conservatively, bet aggressively, or bet crazily.
What's your hand?
A pair of 10s, a 2, a 3, and a king.
Sounds like you got shit.
So I should bet conservatively.
I say go big or go home, but, you know, I have a gambling problem, so you should probably not listen to me.
Split the difference, I'll be aggressively. Yeehaw, I'll bet 15 meat. They look at each other nervously, but they both call your bet. Okay, read them and weep. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3 king. The guy on the left has a full house, 2 jacks and 3 aces. And the guy on the right somehow got a straight flush, 2 through 6 in hearts. And I have the option to go, I win!
I dare you. Fucking say it. They don't know how to fucking play. They won't know.
I win!
This is our Foxum.
You explain. The jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, the guy on the right's 20, and you're 25, plus a king. They squint at the rules again, but eventually shrug and nod at you. You collect your winnings and stand up.
You gain 30 meat shooting people too stupid to know the rules.
If playing poker isn't about playing the game, it's playing the people. I've always told you this, Reese. You play the players. You convince them that you are the one winning, and they will make it so.
Yeah, but if they don't rules, they'll probably punch you in the face.
And somewhere up north, somewhere, you don't know why, but the hairs on the back of Link's Ocarina's neck have just stood up. He's the guy that played who set up the LKM poker tournaments. Alright, walk away. I has money. That's good enough for me.
You walked in with 20 and walked back 10 more richer. How do you feel?
Feels like you should listen to shit and do when he gives them advice.
I feel like a million meat.
So what are you gonna do now, Reese?
Alright, let's go look at this
Sheriff with
the
a misspelled with only 1 R.
There, that's sure.
See, now Reese is lame, because anyone else would have said, I'm going to Disneyland.
Alright, what's up with the... Oh, there's a beer glass. There's a reward for recovered beer mugs. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Bourne Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? The sheriff. Okay, blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here that call themselves a freaker gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you. Keep you out of trouble. Takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. Deputy, you deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you ain't
Well, what
noticed.
the fuck?
You're new in town. Maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the freaker gang's hideouts for you. Makes a little note on your map. Got it. I'll be back with the door. What's up with these signs? Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meats. Help wanted. Poster. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the Human Marshal's office. Wanted. Bimmy Fricker for a face, Steven. Reward 420 meats. Oh. I accidentally clicked outside the window. Okay. Step right up, Braid's the name and trades the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy. Well, sir, today I am trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle, and to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. I'll take some dynamite for this needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. Dynamite, speak softly and carry a loud stick.
Of course.
Alright, so what else do we got here? Apparently the doctor is out.
How much you want to bet the doctor see the guy passed out in the back? Hey, what? Did I just see a thing in that cactus?
I bumped into a cactus, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I saw one just past the doctor's house with a face on it.
Okay, there's a chunk of wood here. From a broken hitching post, I have a broken board. So the broken board is now my melee weapon. Gotcha.
Sweet.
Speak softly and carry a crude stick. This pistol was deputized during
Could always be worse.
during one of the sheriff's most recent benders. Oh boy. Okay.
Can always be worse, Reese. Never forget.
You're not wrong.
I mean, after all, this is your stream, not my stream.
That is true. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. Okay, Okay. I think I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding the horses. Let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. Discovered a new map location: Ore Hole Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. Back of Homing Oats. Brimley's location aware oats. They're healthy and expeditious. How does that work? They're special pigeon infused oats. Okay, we'll do. See you later.
Pigeon infused?
Oats. Alright, it's a haystack. Dig through it. Hey, a needle!
Saying became reality.
So, of course, there would be needles in the haystack. Okay. I did not mean to go back in the saloon. Alright, this way. Okay, the requirements have changed for the dynamite. Requires Dickerin.
That's if you want some free dynamite, it says. You already paid for the paid one dynamite.
You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. Name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you
And then
Cactus Bill.
I ended up on this weird guy's stream named Reese. Shitty day.
And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus. Oh! No, it's actually kind of nice. Natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it's a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. Wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? In fact, I do have a newspaper. Much obliged, partner. Now, let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know! My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse in the ore hole mine. It's yours if you go get it. I'm sure you've got find a use for it. Yay, I have XP.
He gave you a shovel?
Well, he told me that I'm welcome to his shovel. I still have to go get it. Behind the outhouse in ore hole mine.
Prick.
Got it. Thanks, Bill. Oh, cactus prick. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper in my face before you leave. Some loose dirt. Topeka, 60 miles. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore. Remember? I'm not allowed in Topeka anymore.
What did you do?
I'm not sure I want to know.
Noodle incident!
Ooh, what's this? What's this? Oh wait, that's where I picked up the old turnip. Okay, never mind. 300 miles is too far to go on foot. You need a horse. Okay, so... Oh, that's right, I have to go check the map. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to turn in the beer mug. I found this mug. Much obliged. Hand in the recovered mug. Collect your bounty. 25 beats. Yeah. Alright. Make your own damn guide to Boring Springs and its environs. Let's see. I'm a little torn as to where I should go first. There's Boring
What are your
Springs.
options?
There's the Boring Springs Boneyard, Thousand Snakes Gulch, the Orehole Mine, or the Fricker Gang's hideout.
Let's get the shovel from the mine.
What was that very first one?
Boring Springs Boneyard.
Sounds boring. Let's go to the one with 1,000 snakes. That sounds fun.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Makes it sound exciting.
One of these rocks is really shiny. Grab it. I have a shiny rock. It's shiny, it's about the size of a rock. That's nice.
Which is about the size of your face.
Ow, dang it. This snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. Attack it.
Not sleepy enough.
Lava Fava. Target will suffer 10 hot damage. Well, I am a magician. You blast a sleepy rattlesnake using mysticality with a lava fava, dealing 10 hot damage. The sleepy rattlesnake dies. Yeehaw! Skill up gumption level 2. Yay! Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. Attack. The snake bites you for 3 damage and 1 poison. Okay, I will shoot it with pistol. Would have been nice if the pistol would have got in one shot, but alas. Made short work of the long snake. Nice to know. This snake looks really angry. We're going to need every trick in the book to beat this one. I'm good at tricks. Okay, we'll start with some magic. Nice work. If the whole cowboy thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. Very nice.
Hooray. Race always has a plan B.
This horse has gone snake crazy. Or maybe he was some other kind of crazy before.
Sounds like you might want to find out which crazy he was.
Hey there, boy. Hey, Phil, I'm a friend, okay? It's cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me.
Yay!
Winnie? Look him in the eyes or pat his nose.
Stare into his soul.
You calmly look at the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare. The other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now. It's clear you aren't actually... He looks to be calming
fucked
down.
Up eye.
He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear that you aren't actually made of spiders. Pat his nose. You carefully...
Because, yeah, I totally meet lots of people made of spiders all the time.
You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit. Okay, a lot. But seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around that skull of his. That's a good boy. Feed him the oats. You hungry, boy? I got a little treat for you. Snurf. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather, a whine near wriggle. Hopefully, he's headed home and not. Hopefully, he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. So cool. He's off to do other
Neverland?
I suppose. You don't have to walk all the way back over there. Hit M or click the map icon to travel quickly. You know what? I'm going to do this anyway. Fuck it. Oh, it's not going to let me go. It's not going to let me do that anyway. So, fuck it. Back to the map. Boneyard, ore hole mine, or the hideout. Yeah, I may as well go get that shovel.
Yeah, it's because you never know when that shovel might, be the difference between life and death.
This is where Bill said to look behind outhouse. Hey, he wasn't kidding. Thought that this would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. I have a shovel.
Oh my god.
A device for turning the ground into holes. Provides the option to dig in certain places. That's nice to know. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Dig through it. Yay, 65 meat. Last time I was in a mine that involved this series, I was in the bubble wrap mine.
Yeah, wasn't that bad though, was it?
You occasionally had to fight bubble wrap golems. And there was different types of ore that you could mine. There was the bacon mine, you could mine for bacon stone. There was the I don't know how do you transition from bacon? There was the asbestos mine. You can mine for asbestos stone. You know what? Let me call King of Loathing real quick. Back to the main map. Hopefully I'm not logged out. I guess I am. Oh well. Where was that? The big mountains. Mount McLarge, huge. The it's not yours, it's mine. For those that are in the Bubblefish Mafia Guild in Star Trek Online, yeah, that's where that name came from. Okay, what kind of? Okay, we have meat veins. This is what the actual game looks like. So it's just text. Grumpy 7-foot dwarf. That's nice. Anyway, back to the moving picture game. Okay, I'm going to leave the elevator alone for now. Instructions for the cargo elevator. Poster on the wall behind reads, Level 1, blasting cap storage. Level 2, plungers, both kinds. Level 3, tools. Again, I don't want to do anything with the elevator at the moment.
Maybe I'm wise to play with the elevator. Just saying.
Minecart's still full, dig through it. You find a disgusting chunk of meat ore. Unrefined meat nugget. Ooh, TNT. This looks dangerous. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. The elevator's okay. It's a cargo elevator. That's what it is. Examine the controls. Let's go ahead and do level 1. Blasting cap storage. These crates are all labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. Grab one. Okay. Why did they need to put that part in? Looks like you're going to need a crowbar to pry one of the crates open.
Might need a crowbar?
Plungers. The sign lied, though there's only the one kind. Take one. Detonation plunger. Very nice. Level 3. Tools. It's toolbox, but it's locked. Pick the lock using the needle. You managed to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. And to think, if I chose the rogue class instead of the magic class, I would be able to pick locks without the need of a needle.
But then you couldn't cast magic. My class has the shape. It's just the way of life.
You pry one of the crates open with your crowbar and grab a blasting cap. Very nice. Fighting against your instincts and self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. Okay. This makes you nervous. Press plunger. You press the plunger and nothing happens. You forgot to hook up a blasting cap. And a blasting cap. Okay, you've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Kaboom? Kaboom. Anything else in here besides the horse and the minecart? There's something buried. A silver nugget. You see the dark horse, barely. Hey there, girl, it's okay, I'm a friend. Winnie? The horse shies away from you, though in this case, it's more like cripplingly introverts away from you. Reassure her. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess they weren't. That wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her nose, horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Oh, come on. Hey. Take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. Snort. She sidles away from you, warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Eat the oats yourself.
Surprisingly good attempt.
Look, they're fine. Okay, see? You take a handful of the bag and toss them in your mouth. Oh, it's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask.
Is it better or worse than the cereal brand of Life? For those of you that don't know, yes, there is a cereal that is named Life.
And supposedly Mikey likes it. Although he eats anything.
He is not a proper judge of what is and is not good.
He likes it! He really likes it! Anyway. We could also make a joke about Quaker Oats, but that's beside the point. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Geez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See, perfectly fine. Here are the oats. She once again does not want to eat. Feed her the oats. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Waringly, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. Turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay then.
Well, damn it, Reese, you lost the horse. Way to go.
Huh? What's this crack? Examine the hole.
You found some cocaine?
You bend down and shine your lantern into the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down in there and well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole, though you don't know if that was to hide it or discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. However, I need 3 dynamite, so I have to walk away for now. Okay, unrefined meat nugget. Chunk of mostly worthless rock shot through the veins of gristle and flesh and, well, veins. Just sell it. Silver nugget. A shiny nugget of silver. Ooh. Alright, back to the map. We still have the boneyard. So off we go to the boneyard.
Sounds super boring because of its name.
Our founder, Zephaniah Boring, 1806, 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. Yay. A dirty mug. Benjamin Crockett, 1320 to 1364. He showed up way too early.
Ha! That's funny.
Beauregard Skelton, Captain 3rd Cavalry, 1820 to 1866. For whatever reason, I have the option to fight the skeleton. I don't think I want to. A skeleton. You're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is. I will shooty shoot. And I will now beat the skeleton with a stick. Rest in peace. That guy just wouldn't stay put. Alright, let's go ahead and dig up the grave.
You've resorted to grave robbing now, Reese?
I don't know if I'm grave robbing. I do know that I just dug up a skeleton who is now fighting me. Taste my bean of hotness. Okay, I died, but luckily there wasn't much of a penalty, so I guess that's good enough. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky translucent horse. You approach the weird semi-transparent horse cautiously so as to not startle her, though you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there. Hi, I'm a friend, okay? Nay! That's a little strange. How did you do that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose.
Ventriloquism.
You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr.
Keep patting.
Keep patting. Pat her on the nose again.
It'll get warm somehow.
Eventually. Let's figure the oats. Here you go.
Oh,
girl.
something will
Have
happen
some
eventually. You keep patting on it. It may not be what you want, but something will happen. Guarantee that.
You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Brr. Please don't look at me like that. Snorts. Try the oats again.
It's like, I'm gonna look at you however I want, baby.
You hold
Get
the
over
oats
here
out
and please
again.
me.
You hold the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind the bones with. Grave dirt? Winnie! Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them and eats them. Nay! And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre.
This is a ghost horse or something? What the fuck did you just get? Oh, on that note, I gotta head out, guys. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night.
Good night, man.
Alright, have a good night and dream of meat. Timothy Cochran, 1855, 1895, devoted husband. Next one, Elizabeth Cochran, beloved daughter. Silas Cochran, a baby. Aww. Once again, I must point out that I read a book at the beginning of the game that I've learned the art of how to walk stupidly, which is why I'm walking stupidly. I'm gonna have to come back to that one grave because that skeleton kicked my ass. Bad.
Yep.
I'll probably have much better luck at the Fricker Gang's hideout. So off I go. Thud the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Wake him up, just shoot him, or ignore him. I'll wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar. If we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiot makes sense, you feel kind of bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. You've got a perk. Honorable. You got a strong moral compass and an accurate ethical protractor. Honorable options will be available in some situations. Wait, it's a beer barrel cactus.
Yay!
You get an item, mug of cactus beer. This is a mug of frosty beer harvested from a beer barrel cactus, the greatest thing evolution ever produced. Increases your maximum HP by 10 for the rest of the day. Very nice. It's a pile of random stuff the Fricker Gang stole. Finders keepers. Recovered mug. You get an item, pair of silver cufflinks. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have use for these. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it actually doesn't require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop in their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Leave without alerting them. We're not going to do anything with them yet. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in the bathtub. Tie him up. Psst, can you pass the soap?
Pass the soap.
He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. Dr. Sweckleton's Pure Castile Soap. Where this comes from, they call it Thope. Okay. Alright, let's approach them and talk. Howdy, boys. Feel me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Stud and Soapy? What do you want? You're under arrest. It's Bimmy. I'm here for the sheriff's door.
I'm here for the sheriff's door.
I'm here for the sheriff's door. I'll show you the door. The door to hell! He draws his gun. Okay, then, a fight it is.
I should have gone with I'm Bimmy.
Fight, fight, fight! I knew the dynamite would come in handy. The leaders of the Fricker Gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Hellbender level 2. You tamper with the forces of nature, making you yourself a force of nature. Plus 3 spell damage. Uh, 15 meat. Got it. This should go back to the sheriff as soon as possible. Sheriff's cell door. The door from the Boring Springs jail's only cells. Okay, let's go. Howdy, good to see you again, Reese. You tip your hat to the bartender. I found these mugs. Much obliged. You gain 100 meat. Just thought I'd say howdy. Well then, mission accomplished, I reckon. Take your leave. Oh no. The 2 poker players that swindled earlier. They don't have enough meat to bother with. It looks like they're playing for spiders now. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, by Ginger, there's a rock in my biscuit barrel. Uh-huh. Takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying and gets his eyes lit up. That there is a right shiny rock you got there, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock. I guess he buys the meat. I don't know. I'll sell it in a moment. I see the freaker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are they fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. Which is a big bag of meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the freakers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I'll keep an eye out. Were you here earlier when I was reading the wanted posters?
No.
Wanted for bird theft. Naked to Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meat. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted. Bimmy Fricker for Face Steven. Reward 420 meat. Step right up. Braid's the name and trades the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? I'm trading locks for soap. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, while to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. I'll trade this soap for a lock. The padlock guy, it's named because it's like a wizard that protects your house. Well, let's just go back to the sheriff then. That'll do nicely. Sheriff puts the lock on the cell door and then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. Pick the lock. I unlocked your cell for you. Sheriff walks into his cell and picks up the key, looks around for a place to hide it, and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you, kindly stranger. If Boarding Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you done. Don't mention it. As a souvenir, here I have a souvenir for your time in Boarding Springs. Replica sheriff badge. This is a plastic facsimile of the sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. This item goes on your lapel, 1+ armor. Okay, what else does the trade guy have? Nope, nothing new. I'm still wondering why I'm no longer allowed in Topeka anymore.
Oh,
I'm kind of worried. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sell all the shit to this guy. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than Slam, Jammer, Corndog, and Whistle Dixie. Uh-huh. Pleasure doing business with you. Pete's eyes narrows as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you and the tick in his eyelid seems more pronounced. Listen, kid, all the stuff I've been buying from you, you've been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You stay out of the ore hole if you know it's good for you. There's stuff down on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fellow who wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. I smell a quest. Are you Susie Cochran? How'd you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. Bartender said it was cows. Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago, happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What'd you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. She drains her glass. I ain't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. She refills her mug from the bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeps me here and no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. So I have another place to go. And I keep walking into cactuses. You got a perk, mostly scabs. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Plus 5 maximum HP.
What game is this?
This is called West of Loathing. You can get it on Steam. It's based on this game. This game called The Kingdom of Loathing, which is a text-based kind of game. And the whole idea is that you have to save the king from a naughty sorceress who has kidnapped him. And that's actually her name, the Naughty Sorceress. It's a very funny game. There's a lot of references, there's a lot of jokes. And it's very innovative. Despite the fact it's all stick figures, much like this game. Alright, Cochrane Ranch. Cochrane Ranch, established 1891. Susie's ranch house is burned to the ground. The outhouse is the only thing that's still standing.
I'm just gonna get a quick burger. Be back in a bit. Go and do the worm, my friend.
These pies were not safe. This thing looks angry. You're not going to make it to that safe without dealing with it. A pyrobove. A pyrobove. What the hell? Hooray! Okay, before I do anything else, I am kind of curious. Can I kill that skeleton? Okay, I made a beam shield. Let's see how well this works. My God, the beam shield saved me. You've put a stop to Captain Skeleton's unnatural animation. Gumption, level 3. Your level of get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Very nice. Old Cavalry Saber. Here comes the Cavalry Saber. Damage 5 to 6. Gold Tooth. This was in the ground for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. Okay, so the knife is actually useful. I just need to take it into the Thousand Snakes Gulch, which has no enemies to fight, so had I known about this, I would have just used it on the rattlesnakes. I feel gypped. I did not know this. Oh well. I'll just go back to using the Cavalry Saber. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle as she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Reese. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up to you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good. I should probably leave the piano player alone. I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending it back by dark horse. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe. Thanks for your help. Thanks for finding me my crazy horse. He was eating loco weed again, right? Wasn't he? Not that I noticed. You said something earlier about an injury. Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was going to get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows, except she just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. You know what? It's nasty work, but somebody's got to do it. I shovel the shit. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. Wow, that's a lot of TNT. A lot of TNT and TNT. Wow, shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Oh, okay, fine. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Doc Alice looks to be in about her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stab. Cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask as she takes it out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Jeez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Point taken. Continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart and you ask me what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one? I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut? Looking to take a bite out of the living? Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patience? Oh, ouch. Turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients. It's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back to the bottle. You survey through the books on Alice's shelf. They're all medical textbooks except for a few. Leaf through The Legend of Curly's Meat. The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. The Goblinoid Tongue's a primer. Baked like a tree of meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the book, and some diagrams and appendices. Glamour is your appreciation of the finer things in life. As it increases, you'll be able to consume more cocktails, and you'll be able to afford them. Leaf through the goblinoid tongues of primer. You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You've learned to speak goblin, sort of. You speak a little bit of goblin, at least enough to order a beer, which is the important thing. You can now communicate with goblins. So any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fellow out there that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the bean slingers use. Never heard of a bean slinger raising the dead, have you? They're scallop deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. What's the deal with all that TNT? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic? Hell, no way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman who knows about as much as fighting as a squirrel knows surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. And if we're going to pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? And it sounds to me like you got plenty of motivation to get the job done for your friends and everyone. She continues to look. You can see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself up in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing a rumor? It doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy that put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. Alright, kid, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Okay, before I do anything else, I am going to take one last sweep around. See if there's anything worth digging up. Rub-a-dub-dub. Alright, now for the mine. Anything in the mine? Well, I guess I blew my chance to get whatever was in the bottom there. You suddenly remember that weird thing that Pete said about level 40. Is that a real thing? A strange black chest. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off the chest. Inside there is a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes. They look like the eyes of a murderer, and has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. Put it on. You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you this is a bad idea. It's me. I'm telling you this is a bad idea. If you put this hat on, you won't even ever be able to take it off, and things will be much harder for you. It'll be as though your life is a game, and that game's difficulty level is greatly increased. If you guess what I mean. Oh, it's to enable hard mode. Okay. Yeah, I don't want this. I ain't ready for it yet. Okay, checking the gulch one last time. There is nothing for me to dig up. What's boneyard? Cochrane Ranch. Alright, I guess I'm done. Let's go back to the town of Boring Springs and get a horse. Go to Dirtwater.
How are things in this gaming?
Okay, I'm about to buy me a horse and ride out of town. There's the basic model, there's the shifty looking dark one, there's the spooky pale one, and the one with the crazy eyes. I'll go with the one with the crazy eyes. Okay,
Go with the shifty black one that might steal your stuff.
Huh?
Ask about the stuff.
Oh,
Is there something wrong with him?
I don't. Okay, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Snakes Gulch to chew on the loco weed that grows there.
Cocoa weed.
Yeah, loco weed.
Uh.
And that makes him see crazy things? I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Actually, let's look at the other options. The spooky pale one. That's a good horse if you like that sort of thing. I'll sell it for 1,000 meat. What sort of thing? You know, spooky stuff. Spooky stuff. I don't want to get into particulars. Let's just say she sets a certain tone.
If he doesn't want to tell you, I don't think I would trust for that one.
Wheel girl, let's roll back. She's a spooky pale horse. Let's just say she sets a certain tone. This is one of those moments. Wait. Okay, there we go.
Okay, moving on to the shifty dark horse.
Shifty looking dark one. Good choice. She's a sneaky one. When you say sneaky, she's real quiet and she likes dark places. Yeah, I remember. And just look how she's trying to hide behind the other horse there. Alright, what about the basic model? I am certainly willing to sell you my least interesting horse. What can you tell me about him? He's a horse with 4 legs, and each leg has a weird horse knee that is double hinged like a book cover. What else? He has all his own teeth and both original eyeballs. He comes with hooves and a tail for no extra charge. Okay, anything else? Nope, this horse is utterly ordinary in every respect.
I think he's not ordinary. You're going to get the surprise after you buy him.
Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. Give him a name. The default name is Tim. Okay, I will name this horse
Tim.
Wheel
Wait.
Girl.
Oh, thanks?
To be fair, you were here and I wasn't, so...
Oh, you just got here?
Yep. I said I was going out for getting a quick burger.
Oh, wait. I left to go get dinner before you showed up. The first time.
Are you sure you want to name the horse Wheel Girl?
Yes.
I'm not sure whether to be happy or whether to be happy or insulted that you named your horse that.
Well, I have to ride something.
That doesn't help me. That doesn't make me feel any better.
Look, all I'm gonna do is just attach a seat right behind the little grippy handles on the back of the chair. That way you can still wheel yourself.
No, we're not going down some S&M route.
I'm just saying I don't feel like walking. I feel like riding.
Just stop.
Alright, I'll name the horse something else. Fine.
You can name the horse whatever you want.
And the horse shall be Wheel Girl.
There's too many letters in whatever you want.
Just go with what the original name you wanted anyway.
Original name. Okay.
God damn you! I'm not taking me literally now.
Well, I am a rather literal person. Alright then, original name the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You get the southeast-west map. This is ostensibly a map, though it's mostly blank. Looks like you'll have to fill the bulk out of it yourself.
Classic. The joke about classic. The thing only appears when you need to go there.
Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished.
I think you finished everything.
I'm gonna make sure I finished everything.
She's not important, you can walk away.
One of the horses actually went. Alright. Let's do this. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. A partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody that you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? So we have the options of Crazy Pete, Doc Alice, Susie Cochran.
33?
Yeah, just those three. Or I have the option to go it alone.
That's not recommended.
With a name like Crazy Pete, how could we say otherwise?
I don't know who all these three people are, because I was misty when you met them.
Crazy Pete was the person who told me that I needed a hat to go in the saloon.
Ah, yes,
He wasn't brown.
He gave you a slightly magical hat as a result.
Susie Cochran was the mysterious woman sitting at the bar, and Doc Alice is the town doctor who boarded herself up in her house with dynamite by the fireplace. Yes.
We got one that doesn't like you, one who's stupid, and one who just gave you a magical hat. I take Crazy Pete. He's the one who seems to be one that wants to be around you. And will probably not end up killing you from stupidity.
I hate to say this, but I'm actually going to go against your word and go with Susie because she has a rifle.
Okay, but you'll still hate your guts, I bet.
Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide yourself where your XP gets spent? You can always change this later in the options. Keep spending it automatically. We'll go Zelda 2 style.
Wait, what do you mean by Zelda 2 style?
When you level up, your attributes are divided evenly amongst each other.
That's a good idea. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts.
You consult the southeast-west map the Hostler gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. So we have the town of Dirtwater and the railroad camp. Let's go for Dirtwater. like to check up on some of the ranches in these parts, see how bad the cow attacks are getting. Alright, do you know some? Not in great detail, but I know roughly where a few are, or at least were. Guess we'll just have to see. There's not one far from here. The Stearns Ranch.
You want to start a main quest or go around and do side quests?
You ain't forgetting about anything. Side quests. Susie says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It'd be nice to have a base of operations. The Jewel Saloon. That gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Reese. Glad to know you, Reese. Folks around here just called me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. Alright, we have the option again. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in society, I guess. I say this despite knowing you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Yes, let's inspect it.
You found something else in the spittoon, didn't ya?
Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows. There's more than two kinds of drinks. A poker room instead of a cockfight pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy. Inspect it.
Yes!
Go in! You might find something else. Find something like the nasty ring we found in the other one.
Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass-filled bucket. Which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert, and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full with the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it.
Search it! Search it, you beautiful bastard.
Search it.
You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
Go.
Wait. Doesn't maple syrup and molasses have different consistencies?
Glarp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving.
Stop changing the item because you keep changing your consistency of what's ever in there.
Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit, and you don't want to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it.
It gives you melee damage and spell attack. Has a value of 50.
Offhand. Old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. The piano player is not very good at his job?
Sounds about right.
These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. Slop meat. Oh, I'm sorry. Slop. 5 meat.
I don't want... No, I don't think so.
Buy some slop.
You don't know what's in that slop?
Probably about what I had in college.
You got an item. A plate of slop.
What was in the thing in college for you?
This is a plate of the slop they serve at the Jewel in Dirtwater. They should really hire better kitchen staff before some competing restaurant moves in and eats their lunch. There's a sign that says, "See bartender for darts." Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on?
Good point.
Do I even want to know? These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl.
That's adorable. That must mean they were that bad.
Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fellow he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody was buying. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical-like.
Shame. Kind of like that stuff.
Well, it doesn't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? He lost his mind in a mind. You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely. Come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down. And as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. I feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts. Oh, sorry. All the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Need help? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. Thanks. I had to poke around in it myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. The piano player is not very good at his job. Try to fix it. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. I don't have a needle, so I need to leave him be for now. Okay, I'm gonna look in the kitchen for a second. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer.
Park the beer. Yep.
Atop this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. A pot stove top slop pot. Yes. This shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. Well, I'm sorry. Employees only, bud. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter, and I need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter. Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. Nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, be right back.
Wait, what?
Yes.
We're getting saltpeter.
Why are we getting saltpeter? Unless he's making corned beef, why does the chef need saltpeter?
To make more slop.
It's a spicy meatball.
This lady is too busy washing dishes to pay attention.
He's making whatever this slop is with saltpeter. I'm scared now because that ain't corned beef.
Okay, what's with this stage? A cowbell. Hit it. I'm not going to hit the cowbell yet. What's with this knocked over chair? Set it back up. Okay. That's nice. Alright, cowbell. Hit it. Hit it again.
Not showtime.
It is not showtime yet. Poker room. What's in here? The Jewel Saloon poker room. This table is full. No room at this table. There's an empty seat at this table. I'm not going to play poker yet. This poster says rules of poker followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print.
I'm guessing this is going to end up being a situation where it ends up you can get away with anything because everyone doesn't really know the rules.
Oh no, in these games they know all the rules.
A reverse straight beats a backwards full house.
Earlier in the game, he just said I will. Reese's character just said I win, and he won.
A reverse straight beats a backwards full house.
It's reverse straight.
What's a backwards full house?
Eights are wild, and aces of hearts are double wild. Two jacks and four nines of diamonds count as a backwards reverse California flush.
What the California flush to begin with?
We need to, I know we can't get him, but we really need Link's Ocarina in on this. Any player caught with a pocket four must remove their hat. A straight beats an Utah flush.
Hey, wait, what's a Utah flush?
I don't know. And it was preceded by an and, so I'm led to believe that maybe it's an Utah flush. A 3 is equivalent to a queen of clubs. Any player who draws 4 jacks must immediately double their bet.
Why do I have a feeling that this is like the Calvin Ball? This is the poker version of Calvin Ball.
3 deuces of clubs are worth the same as a 6 of diamonds, but are twice as valuable as 4 sevens. 2-eyed jacks are wild unless accompanied by 3 queens.
Huh?
4 kings of hearts and a pair of jacks count as a flush. Any player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck immediately wins the game. Any player holding 4 trays immediately loses the game.
What the? Wait. Huh?
Maybe they're talking about 3s. Any
Why
player,
go into Spanish?
any player with more than 19 cards in their hand, with 19 cards in their hand, must draw a new hand of cards. Trays are wild unless accompanied by 2 sevens of hearts. Where are you going to get 2 sevens of hearts? A deuce loses against 3 one-eyed jacks of spades. Any player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck must swap cards with the player on their left. So it's like square dancing, okay? A player.
Why do I have
a player
feeling
caught,
it's so many?
Go ahead, finish. I'll wait.
No, you can continue.
A player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck must add 37 meat to the pot. Homicide queens are wild unless accompanied by a 6 of clubs.
How do you know a queen side?
2 sevens of spades are equivalent to an 8, but are equivalent to a pair of 5s.
So a pair of 5s is equivalent to an 8?
Homicide jacks are wild unless accompanied by an 8. 2 4s and 3 10s count as a straight. Okay, let's play quote-unquote poker. Screw it. You sit down at the poker table,
Trying to figure out how it's supposed to work.
Emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Jane, and the player to your left says his name is Bill. Dealer tells you the ante is 20 meat, ante up. You ante up, Jane and Bill toss in 20 meat each. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals a hand of cards, glides across the table to you. It's a totally garbage hand, a 2. It's the first round, the pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning around 10%.
Percent chance. Or go with the 2 gumptions. You don't have to.
That's gumption it.
You cock your hat edge onto your angle. 20% win chance. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 30%. Moxiously raise, grit your teeth and strategize. 10% win chance.
We want to show our moxie.
It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 30%. Grit your teeth and raise. Grit your teeth and strategize. Check. You know what? I'm gonna raise. You grin and reveal your hand. A straight. Jane turns over a South Carolina straight. Bill slowly flips his cards over to reveal the straight. You lost. Boo.
What is South Carolina straight?
I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. I'm out of here.
You lost some meat on that deal, dude.
I did, but I still have over 1,000, so I'm good. This is Susie's bed. You look at yourself in the mirror. Insult yourself. You call yourself a lily-headed, four-flushing jerk. You gain effect angry.
Oh, you insult yourself in case you're angry at yourself. Good job, dumbass.
You're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage.
What?
You know what? Let's find out. Insult yourself. You better not insult yourself anymore. You get any angrier, you're liable to pass out. Nice view from up here.
So now you're angry at yourself for insulting yourself. Dumb.
There's a postcard on this little table. Take it. Blank postcard. This is a blank. This is a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send these by going to a building called a post office and giving it to a correspondence wizard who works there.
And we'll decide later. And besides, your brother... Well, just so you know... No, our main character's brother bets that our character can't survive until their form of Christmas.
Dirtwater Mercantile. Sundry provisions. Various groceries. Ah, so this is the market. Barely enchanted hats, blank postcard, broken board, can of infinite beans. Oh, that's my stuff. Never mind. For sale. Advanced beancraft. Disposable binoculars. Dynamite. Plum pudding, shovel, soda crackers, tooth powder, Vienna blood sausages. I am tempted to get the advanced beancraft. A cookbook specializing in bean recipes.
Yay? You'll get something called a bean slinger skill. Sound worth it?
I'm gonna have to come back here later, just to make sure I actually have a good amount of meat to just have. This little girl is selling flowers. Buy some. Aw, sweet smelling flowers. These flowers smell really good. This item goes in your offhand. 15% stench resistance. Very nice.
Dirtwater Post Office. Sponsored by LTNT. Well, you made a lady.
Post of ice.
And I'm still sitting here going, nice try disguising that you're probably going to mock AT&T in the process.
Well, this is the land of Loathing. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. A big cabinet of locked post office boxes. You know, I'm going to come back later. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we currently don't have a sheriff. Offer to help. Need help till you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. One of the posters are back there, cells are over yonder. She points behind her and off to the right perspective. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Poster reads, "Wasted. The Stripy Hat Gang for grand theft paint and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward." Interesting.
Oh, we're supposed to kill them.
Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after him? Not just now. It's a wanted poster, or a wanted poster, if accuracy is important. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Not right now. I'll come back later. Wow. Oh, wow.
You're going to have a lot of locations by the end of this.
Yes, I am. There's a desolate, lonesome coast. Okay.
Just ignore it for now.
You crest a hill to see a skeleton propped up on its elbows, looking through a pair of binoculars at the horizon. I guess he died before whatever he was waiting for showed up.
Grab them. You might get new locations out of the situation.
Disposable binoculars. These will come in handy. They will also come in pairs because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars.
Now you can use them to find new locations.
Is that what they're used for? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the one in the source said you'll get a new location?
Oh, cool. If you can find a high vantage point, that's important.
I didn't say it was good. I didn't say they had it was not going to be automatic or easy.
Okay, we got vacant lots, vacant lots, vacant lot. Wow. Not a lot available past this point.
Well, go help them. Actually, go help some people. You might get more. The lots will probably fill up.
Maybe. You know what? Let's go ahead and check out that House in the Desert Gang. Wait, is there anything past this point? There is not. Okay. Now that I've thought about it, I probably do. I probably do need to get that bean book.
Right now. Why do you think you need the bean book right now?
Cause I don't know what's coming, and it probably helps if I have new spells. Read this to learn a new bean slinging skill. There's a chapter about cooking bean dishes so small that they have to be served intravenously. Gives blood beans, a skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. It includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automatons and binding them to your will to help you with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem, a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. There's an article about butter and an article about beans. And the juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives Butterbean, a spell that reduces opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie.
Take your pick.
I am torn between the blood beans and Bean Golem.
Take whatever you feel is the most useful.
A bean golem. You won't ever go hungry.
Why would you want a golem made of beans?
Because I want to eat. And magic lets me eat.
But that's also what the blood beans are about. They regenerate health during combat. You know what? I'm going to summon the Bean Golem.
Say so!
You practice making servants out of beans until you're pretty good at it. You got a skill Bean Golem. Summon a powerful golem made of beans who will probably do your bidding. Unfortunately, one of your earlier experiments gets a little rowdy and eats the book. Bad golem.
I wonder what would have happened if you did one of the other two.
I guess we'll never know.
Is it possible that learning a spell could actually kill you? Like, you decide you want to learn a spell way too early or something?
Don't know. Howdy there, I'm Wandering Sally. Howdy, Sally, I'm Reese. What's your line? Trading. I wander around these lands, just like it says on the label. And I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see the wares? Sure thing. Let's see. Apple, bar of soap, carrots, fungicide bomb, lock, lucky marigold, needle, pickaxe, work boots. Carrots increase your item drop bonus by 10% for the rest of the day. Fungicide bomb. Instructions say put near site of fungal infestation. Like fuse, do not breathe. I wonder how long you're supposed to not breathe for. Lock. Lucky marigold. This item goes on your lapel. I know what you're thinking. Not so lucky for the marigold, but actually marigolds aren't conscious, so they can't really conceive of good or bad luck. Can't afford the pickaxe, but it does say you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you shouldn't use this to do either of those things. I'm going to go ahead and buy the work boots. These boots have all kinds of extra buckles and stuff on them to help you get work done. That's good to know. Okay. I now have work boots. Yay.
Work boots too.
It gives me maximum 8 action points and armor.
Nice.
Now, it would be really nice if I could find me a pair of pants.
Oh God. You've been running around with no pants. Ah! The tingling bit's been exposing to everyone.
No one can tell.
A skeleton approaches you in that jittery, stop-motiony way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be the skeleton of a bean slinger. You remember the classic saying, old bean slingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterward. Fight that old has-been.
Yep.
Da 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 da. Wonk.
You beat up the skeleton and searching for loot, which is much easier than with skeletons than it is with most other types of people.
Yeah.
Glamour is your appreciation of the finer things in life. As it increases, you'll be able to consume more cocktails, and you'll also be able to afford them. 20% of meat gains, 5% item finding bonus, 1 plus liver capacity. A handful of loose teeth, bean-stained pants, and 30 to 30 meat, which is nice. As you dismount and approach the house from where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? No, I was just kidding.
Perfect.
Yes, of course it's my middle name. My parents weren't exactly imaginative about me.
Okay, if you say so.
They were imaginative to give you an actual word as your middle name.
Okay, what do the handful of loose teeth do? Oh, it's just something I can sell to a dental student. Okay. Oh God. From the sound of it, you say this doghouse contains an angry dog. Weigh your options. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house.
Well, we know what you must do.
Back
We know
off.
how the test.
Bring them on.
I may as well.
We got the jump on them this time. the bean golem, and the bean shield. You'll never take us alive.
I think we're gonna I think you're all gonna be dead anyway.
Justice has been served to the old house gang. Desert Gang 6-gun. This is a fancy 6-gun. You might even go so far as to rate it as a 7-gun.
Nice.
You got item, bag of ears and such. You didn't feel like carrying the entire house in the Desert Gang back to town, so you just took a few bits. Yeehaw, grid level 2. The extent to which you are truly gritty, the higher it is, the tougher you'll be. 30 plus maximum HP, 1 plus stomach capacity, pain tolerance 1. Very nice. Hooray! Let's go ahead and equip the new revolver.
Yep, let's equip the 7-gun.
The deputy pistol has served its purpose.
Hug the cactus. Maybe you'll gain more passive bonuses.
Maybe.
Besides, with someone walking silly like that, do you really think they're probably up to any no good or anything?
Well, honestly, I could just turn off the stupid walking, but
I like them. They're
but
silly.
I do like the silly walk.
Same here. No one would ever take someone like that as a threat. They'll just go, yeah, be on your way, kid.
You happen across an abandoned crate, which apparently fell off a wagon or something, since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means. It's mine! All mine! You fish through the crate and help yourself to the contents, which appear to be mining gear. So we're even more right than you knew. Smelling salts. This is the bottle of foul-smelling ammonia crystals, designed to disgust people into being more awake. This is used in combat. Can of oil. Is this a lubricant or a lubricant? Both in a sense, because it's a can of lubricant. Can of kerosene. It's surprising how many obstacles can be overcome simply by covering them with gas and setting them on fire. This item is used in combat. It weakens foes and makes them flammable. Very nice.
So you're able.
Yes, I am indeed very able. And very keen as well. One would think
that
I would
also
come
did-
right out. One would think I would come right out with that joke, but no, I was saving it.
It takes a while to build that one up. Unfortunately, it's not one you can just
I was
throw out.
that I don't know if that answered my question.
I don't even know what the question was. I'm sorry.
I said, did you defeat them?
Oh yes, defeated them in a couple of rounds too. I didn't lose a single party member either.
Sweet. By the way, your bean golem thing reminded me of a Halloween Homestar cartoon where Strongbed tried to make a large being a new horror thing, and it backfired horribly. Dead!
Ow, ow, ow. Got an item. Smoking chrysanthemum. This flower apparently still has a lot of smoldering to do. This item goes on your lapel.
Yay? I don't know if I want a smoking anything on me.
Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. You find a charred locket among the blackened bones. You should call it a locket on account of how it was lucky to escape that fire.
Yup.
No.
Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents.
So inside is a flaming poop?
Open the door.
Oh dear.
Do it.
Oh dear.
It's a pyrobove.
Hey, what?
These are the evil cows that they mentioned. It's a demon cow.
That doesn't look like a cow. That looks like an evil demon.
Yes, it's an evil demon cow.
If you say so.
I imagine its meat is delicious. It is to die for. It is sinful.
Dude, there's no meat. That's just bone.
And them bones are probably tasty. Nice.
Who eats just who eats bones anyway?
Oh, if you can heat them up, right.
By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand and fish out your prize with the other. You've got an item. Toilet pistol.
Yay?
Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes in her eyes. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger.
Yay?
Yay!
Yay and one questionable yay because we got a pistol out of a toilet.
We got a free gun.
This pistol is pretty not comprehensively toileted up. Deals stench damage instead of physical. Apply 5 poison to enemy. Stench damage. Oh god.
Die by the smell of a burnt outhouse.
The lock on this locket reminds you of why it's called a locket. Pick the locket lock. You got an item. Picture of Mary Stearns. Faded de Guerrero type or whatever of a little girl. The name Mary is written on the back. Okay.
He actually they actually used the word for old-timey photographs. That is amazing.
All right. So what should I put in my offhand? I need to have something better than the can of infinite beans. Oh, the filthy porcelain cow. Good choice. The one I dug out of the spittoon. Okay, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and open this crate. Bar of soap, ranch punch, is the slang name for the combination of milk and whiskey ranchers used to drink. Its actual name is undrinkable garbage. Okay.
Sounds about right.
It's a lockbox. True to its name, it's locked. I have no lock-picking skills, so I cannot. I can't pick the lock. There are still some beans in this pot. Blackened beans. The toy box contains a single object, a creepy burnt porcelain doll.
It's probably haunted.
It's
So let's take it.
It's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string! You pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back into its head and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? I'm Reese. Hi, Reese. You're nice. Do you want to play with me?
It's Talking Tina!
Yes, let's play. Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll back forward. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room? No, what is it? The magic word is peanut butter. The doll goes silent. You shudder to realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet.
I only just came across Talking Tina. Well, her grandmother.
Thank you. Now you made me think of that Twilight Zone episode, Living Doll.
I could not make the joke otherwise. It was perfect.
Clove drops. Little balls of sugar infused with clove. Who would do this? Increases your melee damage by 3 for the rest of the day. Instant grits. If you've got enough grit, you don't even need to add water. Increases your muscle by 3 for the rest of the day. Sugar guns. These are little gun-shaped candies made with real gunpowder. Increases your range damage by 3 for the rest of the day.
Sound tasty.
There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Whisper peanut butter. The altar room. Oh dear. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Take the goblet. Sure. A chill runs down your spine as you touch the goblet. I forgot to read what it said. Goblet of blood. This is a goblet of blood from a cursed altar in a spooky secret basement room. It's probably safe and fine and good.
Yeah.
I really need to get some locks, lock picks for that thing. For most of these things, actually. Oh, there's books. Mary Stern's diary. Browned a little around the edges, but otherwise untouched by the fire. First page says in little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI and dairy are crossed out with IA written above them. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are going to get us, but Papa says, well, be okay because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. Keep reading.